BLVE Live Sports presents The Hot Seat, where the people have a say in how we play pickleball. Sponsored by ELLIS and BADENDAUSEN Orthopedics, dedicated to providing the Louisville community with the highest quality orthopedic care. Hosted by Damian Donaldson. Today's guests: Lizz, Hackett, Neuteufel.
Hello and welcome to the Hot Seat. This is Damian Donaldson, and today we're here with a good friend of mine. She is a philanthropist. She is a former tennis player converted into a pickleball player, and is in the community, building up the community as we speak, offering a variety of different activities so that people can learn how to get better and learn the sport of pickleball. So I want to welcome Lizz Neuteufel. How you doing, Lizz?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for having me on your show. Appreciate it.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about your event that's coming up. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So we have the Derby Dink Fest. It's the first annual. Hopefully we have many more years to come. We have a great sponsor. Volvo Cars of Louisville is our sponsor. And they jumped right on it when they heard we were doing lessons for the public. We're doing free lessons for the beginners. We're doing a social ladder called Race to Court 1.
Okay.
So they're sponsoring Court 1. And it's, if you know when you were kids, if you got to Court 1, you were king of the court.
Oh,
well, this we're doing king of the court and queen of the court, mixed doubles, and actually people sign up with a partner or without a partner. And we're matching people up, and what they'll do is they start on a court, and then if we're having timed races. So we have Teresa Parker is going to be our chief timer, and she's the pickleball queen. She's taught people for years about pickleball. I have an amazing staff of volunteers. And she's going to be timing, so every 10 minutes the bugle will sound like the Kentucky Derby, and the team will stop, and then they will rotate. If they won, they'll go up, and if they lose, they go down, and then they switch partners.
Okay.
So they have a different partner each time.
Okay.
And then when they make it to the top, whoever makes it to the top wins a Derby Dink Fest hat right here that I have. And so the other great thing is, if you don't win the Derby hat, you can buy the Derby hat. So this is actually a medal that you can wear. So this is something to be, something important that we want everyone to show their spirit of Louisville and Derby and pickleball. So you get a Derby Dink Fest hat. Also, we have shirts for everyone. This is one of the first events that actually, just for participating, and it's no charge, but we would like people to give donations to the foundation.
Okay.
The lessons are going to be taught by 4 different pros: Ryan Hawker, Marge Roush, Trish Klein, and Mary Schneider and her husband Wayne Schneider. So we have really a nice group of pros that are going to be teaching, coaches, whatever you want to call them. They're all excellent motivators of the sport and encouraging good habits to start at the beginning. So we have kids and adults going to be taking lessons.
So thank you for that, Lizz, giving us the rundown of what the Dink Fest is. I think what our people also want to know is, why are you having the Dink Fest? Like, what's the why? We talked about the how and what's going to happen, but why did you come up with the Dink Fest?
Well, the Dink Fest is to introduce to the public the things that the foundation is doing. We actually have sunshades that are going to be in between the tennis courts and the pickleball courts that we actually raised money for during a fundraising campaign. Those will be installed shortly. We actually want to make improvements around the pickleball court, so all the donations will be kept in a special fund for pickleball. So we can improve benches, maintenance. There's a long list of things that it takes to run a pickleball facility, and we need some better signage. We need a lot of different things that we know that needs to be improved, and it is a special foundation that actually is a nonprofit 501c, so anything that you give to the foundation is a tax write-off. And we're also having a silent auction.
Excellent.
We have golf bags, and we have artwork, and we have some jewelry. We have some nice donations that people have given us to go for the foundation. And then we also have some food. We have hot dogs and popcorn and drinks that will also be available to the public. Something, we have a couple other vendors that will be there. And, but the why is because we want the public to know that the foundation's there to help.
Pickleball community, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I think there may be some people that can attend and they want to contribute. There may be some people that can't attend, but they still want to contribute. Is there any way that they can still donate for
of course.
the event?
We have the Tom Sawyer Foundation has envelopes and has the Tom Sawyer board. You can make a donation at any time, a check to the foundation, which I can, 3000 Fries Hill Road, 40241 is the zip code. You can mail a check at any time. You can make donations at the event. But if you want to be involved, we're also looking for volunteers to be on nature trails, on the sports facilities. We have tons of different volunteer opportunities for people to get involved with the park. The park is it's one of the only parks that is actually accessed by public transportation for lower income children.
Okay.
And that gives the kids a place to come and run around, a place to be free, and a place to run and walk and play pickleball and play tennis and
Free
do
access,
soccer.
they're learning things, they can commune with other people. So that's a wonderful thing.
It's a great park. My kids grew up there. My kids did their Eagle project at the park. They painted tables. They played soccer there. They did BMX. They played tennis, and now they play pickleball. I have 3 sons, and they are pickleball diehards.
Wow, so that may be a different conversation because I'm curious to know how we're going to get these kids into pickleball too. I know there's football, there's basketball, there's soccer, but now I see a lot of the younger kids getting interested in pickleball. I have a 4, 6, and an 8-year-old, and they come with me and play pickleball sometimes. But I'm looking for a place so I can kind of get them to
And I
get
think
situated too.
we
I
need to
think
get
more.
junior leagues going. I think at
leagues.
Tom Sawyer Park, we need to get a beginners league going. We need an intermediate league. We need leagues that people can walk up and say, I want to be a part of this. Because unfortunately, the state website is very behind the times. It's not conducive to very good lessons or leagues applications. They only have a Facebook page for their leagues, and they're doing a great job with their leagues. But that's targeted towards the intermediate player. So we need to actually make room for kids and for beginners at the park.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I think that concludes our quick interview for the hot seat. We thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We look forward to having more people come to the hot seat. Please, if you're interested, reach out through the webpage, BLVE.LiveSports, and then we'll hope to see you next time. Thanks again.